Hey everyone, and welcome back to my infamous coding channel where I would like to share some very exciting news today. Um, I won the Swift Student Challenge, so go ahead and we can just clap it up real quickly because it's already in the video title. But yeah, I'm really excited to announce that this year for WWDC 24, I have won the Swift Student Challenge. Now I'm not one of the 50th distinguishable users or winners, as I probably would like to be. But I'm very much excited to actually be in this position over I was last year, which I did not end up winning last year because I think I might have done a video on that. So go ahead and reference back to that and why I didn't win. Now, I realized that since I've been kind of lacking on some videos, a lot of life stuff has been happening for me. A lot of life stuff has been happening with programming and such. So I haven't really talked too much about what I've been doing, and I've really been wanting to get some other videos out as well. And I did do something on one of my older videos, or I think my previous video, which was popping to a root view in tab bar manager, which I labeled as old, which coming out with a new tutorial on how to do that, so we're not gonna worry about that today. Yes, like I keep mentioning, I did win the good old Swift Student Challenge, and like I said, very excited to even get to this point because I was so unsure submitting my application if I was actually going to win. And follow me on Twitter because I've talked about it on there. So during the development process of my app, I'm gonna just kind of go over why I felt like I wasn't going to win. I ended up changing the package manager support from iPhone and iPad to just iPhone, and I learned that kind of for the challenge it needed to work with both iPhone and iPad. So I removed a one-liner right out of code. I even did a code review from the initial commit to the last commit that I did before I submitted the project, and yeah, I did remove that line out, and it was supposed to work for both iPhone and iPad, and I did test it out, and it did work on iPad. But if you ever use the Instagram app, for example, on iPad, you'll realize that it's just like if you take your phone screen and you just shrink it around the entire iPad, and it left me a lot of wondering, like, am I actually gonna win this? Because I was kind of panicking. Like, I created this whole application, which I want to talk about in a bit, that works and is, I've taken the time to develop and make sure I learned from my previous project that I was not accepted on, and now here I am possibly going to be disqualified because I missed this one single line of code. Thankfully that was not the case, and I still ended up getting the submission and the awards that I'm going to be getting. And for this year, compared to the likes of last year, where I believe the people that won last year, they had a couple of awards, and I think they might have gotten some swag, some Worldwide Developer Conference swag. So for this year's challenge, and compared to last year, like I said, I think they might have won some stuff, some cool stuff. We actually had a bigger prize this year, which I was actually not expecting, and this prize is actually pretty expensive compared to the likes of just maybe some AirPod Pros. So for one, you of course get a certificate of winning the competition from Apple. The second one is, of course, you get to submit or post in, or kind of get yourself submitted into wanting to attend Worldwide Developer Conference for one day. Now for me, actually, I'm kind of already visiting Apple Park soon in like 5 days. Is that kind of a shocker? So me not being able to attend in person on WWDC, which would always be really cool, is no big problem. And then of course the third one, you get a certification code or voucher code to complete the Apple Swift verification certification course, and that of course is the test where you become pretty much Swift certified, and that's your own unique code. You find your own test advisor, which I'm trying to figure that out now. Yeah, I think you get yourself an award or a certificate for being a pro Swift user. And then the final one, and this is the big one, like how it was on GTA, you get a free pair of AirPod Maxes, not just AirPod Pros, which I am kind of starting to get tired of for a moment. AirPod Maxes, the good old over-the-ear noise canceling AirPod Maxes. So obviously I was not expecting this surprise because now I have another Apple product over the many other Apple products I have. Now I'm not sure if you could actually set your color or what color you get, but shoot, you can't complain if you're getting $500 headphones for free. So now on to the application that I made. So for this time around, I wanted to be a little bit more lighter, wanted to be a little bit more easier, and still be able to integrate a lot of the technologies that came out with the likes of iOS 17 and Swift 5. And so I'm happy to announce my small little app that I'm actually planning to get to the App Store called Study Repo. Now this application itself utilizes the likes of text from books, text from notes, text from textbooks, text from anywhere else you want to use it from, and then you're able to utilize the application itself to pretty much manage a library of books. Now you might think it might be like the Books app, but the way this is different from the Books app is that you can manually or sometimes automatically enter the information of a book you want to kind of get notes from. Let's say well, I had the book, it was Trevor Noah, Born a Crime. So now when you create, of course, a book, you get to add pages for that book, and you get to utilize the good old AV Foundation and Vision on the back of your iPhone's camera to scan quotes and text from the book itself. So you can imagine on like page 5, if it's talking about maybe chapter 5 or the beginning of chapter 5, and you want to reference to some sort of line or quote within that text, then you can do so. And then thankfully about that, you can utilize creating annotations, start to kind of question and write down notes for certain quotes and lines within the book, exclude certain lines from the book. Of course, you can pretty much have your own way of like creating like your own Quizlet study card with the likes of just books. So super cool application itself. I actually haven't really used it as much because really a lot of my stuff that I do at school is a lot more electronic, and I don't really utilize the likes of books. That's all I probably would like to, but hey, look, once I get out to the App Store, anyone can use it. So have fun with it, give me suggestions and give me feedback, please, because it was somewhat not easy creating this thing, even though it looks like a very simple application. Swift Data itself was kind of confusing, trying to understand, and I had to realize that architecture that I like to use within my apps, MVVM, sometimes doesn't work well with Swift UI or Swift Data. Definitely something I'm probably gonna have to improve over the next couple versions of this application. So when that comes out, of course, I'll have a video for it. And yeah, like I said, study repo, very cool name. I had an original name of calling like Book Lens because, you know, book and then your camera lens, but study repo sounds a little bit better, so we keep it that way. And of course the icon is just your typical Swift package manager placeholder. New icon for it coming soon. Overall, yes, that's my progress with the Swift Student Challenge, and hopefully if you won as well, congratulations to you. I would have loved to be a distinguished winner just to say that I got this distinguishable winner award, but unfortunately I couldn't, and this seems to be pretty much the last time. That's not to really work hard. I feel like this is probably gonna be the last time I'll be able to participate in this challenge, because I have a lot of other stuff coming up later this year as well, and I'm probably gonna speak on that a little bit later. I'm not gonna speak on it right now, but yeah, life is changing. Thank you, of course, for watching, and thank you for all the new subscribers. I've been kind of looking over and seeing like, hey, I've gotten like 20 subscribers since the last video. These videos themselves, I'm not really confident sometimes, a lot of my videos, and I really feel like, you know, I'm always making mistakes in my code or within my tutorials. But yeah, very much excited to where this channel is going and where I'm heading as well. And hopefully, you know, you subscribers or person who is about to subscribe, you know, I don't know where it's supposed to be yet, but press the red button to subscribe. We'll stick along for the process, and I don't want to run this video up too long because I have things to do. All right, but thank you, and yeah, like I said, very excited for what's coming next, and hopefully you are on my side to witness it with me. So yeah, see you.